First, $500 million tax dollars wasted on Solyndra. Now this. The Labor Department has yet to return hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars to the Treasury, despite a request from its Inspector General to do so. At issue, a $500 million green jobs program. It was supposed to create 80,000 jobs by the end of 2012. So far, it's only yielded 8,000, so the Inspector General says the money should go back to the taxpayers. Republican Senator John Barrasso agrees. Senator, thanks for joining us. First of all, to be clear, we called the Labor Department. They haven't gotten back to us. But at issue here, sir, is another $500 million green energy project, seemingly not to be producing the jobs that it was touted to do.
And Eric, this is part of the so-called stimulus program that the president promised the American people. He said, if you pass this, unemployment will stay below 8%. Well, it was passed. I voted against it, but it passed. Unemployment still went above 10%. We still have 14 million Americans looking for jobs, 9.1% unemployment. The president has been absolutely wrong on all of this. He promised the Americans 3.5 million new jobs under the stimulus and 5 million new green jobs. And these programs are failed programs. And he today in his press conference said, well, you know, it was risky and you make bets on this. Mr. President, this isn't your money. If you want to bet your own money, that's fine. This money belongs to the taxpayers of this country, and they deserve better.
Hey, Senator, take a listen to this. There's a couple of sound bites from the president over the last couple of months talking about that $500 million Solyndra loan.
The true engine of economic growth will always be companies like Solyndra. There were going to be some companies that did not work out. Solyndra was one of them.
You know, and Senator, Mr. Obama at one point said, well, look, we made a bet. In hindsight, it was a bad bet, but there are smoking gun emails from the Office of Management and Budgets basically telling the president, hold on a second, and telling the Department of Energy, hang on before these loans go out. Maybe they're not the best bets we should be betting the taxpayer money on.
Well, you're absolutely right. The vice president was very anxious to go out there and do an event. The president was anxious to go there. The Secretary of Energy wanted to go to Solyndra and tout this as the centerpiece of the president's green jobs and economic program. And even the Office of Management and Budget said, wait a second, this company, we're not sure it's going to work. We don't think this is a good use of taxpayer money. But for one reason or another, they were rushed. The Department of Energy was rushed. They kept having the White House, and it looks like the emails are showing that to the American people. There were cozy relationships between contributors, it looks like, as well as those in the White House. And then the president has done this in spite of the warnings that said, slow down, right. Don't do this. This isn't a wise use of taxpayer money. The American people believe that so much of the money they send to Washington is wasted, and they're right.
All right, Senator John Barrasso, appreciate your time. By the way, I did the math on this jobs program so far, the $500 million, the 8,000 jobs, 1,300 are permanent. If you take the permanent jobs, comes out to $374,000 per job. Thank you very much, Senator.
Thanks, Eric.